Yeah, man sent me a link to my phone.
That is the sound of our guest. We are on. Shut up. Yay! Right. Welcome to Studio Radio. It's been about 3 weeks because this man here has been on holiday and he owns the studio. That's right. We have the owner of the actual Studio Radio studio building in the studio. Yay! Would you like to? He's on the phone. Would you like? Well, I would like to. It's been a long time, so I'm going to introduce the guests we have today on our Studio Radio podcast. We have with us today on the sofas of glory. We have this man here.
I am Columbo. Yeah, like the mysterious man.
We have TV. A bad impressioner of Columbo with us, and we also have.
No, that's just how I talk outside,
Oh, that's his actual voice.
The show, and then there's me.
Yeah, we get it, Columbo. Calm down. We have got also the producer included as the owner of the building for our studio radio. We have this man here.
Joseph.
My name is Gallapagus.
We got Gallapagus, no last name, with us today in the studio. As I've said, it's been almost 3 weeks since we've done this, so we're all revving our engines and our legs to go.
No last names in the studio today.
No last names in the studio today. It's going to be a pretty, studio radio podcast. We have got a hell of a show, maybe, to produce and broadcast to you through your televisions and your ears. It's going to be a good one. So let's get started. I think we should stop looking at my phone. Yeah, we should get to Studio Radio, and Studio Radio is starting now.
Stay tuned.
Wait, come on, up. Now we're on Studio Radio. We're going to have some industry news.
Yes.
Yes. Right, industry news. It's time for industry news. So let's start off the industry news with different types of haircuts. I like haircuts, and we should have the haircuts. It's what we do now. So for our haircuts talking about, we are going to first say, competition time. Have you had your haircut? If you could win a tennis ball and some empty cans of Rockstar Energy drink. How brilliant is that? Oh, sponsored by Budweiser beer as well. So let's start industry news. Right, so for industry news, I know that we've all been hearing in the recent, actual news recently, that there's been problems with, ferns and stuff in woods dominating everyone. You might get attacked by them, you never know.
Can I just interject? I need a piss, so it's kind of like a Columbus, so
a Columbus. This man is a comedy genius, and he is gone. So yeah, we are going to have to talk about that as well. Oh. he's gone. So yes, for industry news, we have some very interesting industry news. So for Fern, how have ferns affected your lifestyle? Your name?
Gallapagus.
Because
of the ferns, I have had to grow my hair down to my knees, and so it swings like a grandfather clock and says swish, swish.
This is another idea we've had in the Studio Radio show. Have you got a grandfather clocks at home? If you have, send us a picture of your grandfather's clock into the studio, and we will have an analysis of it. Also, yes, the fern situation in recent times with the forests and stuff. How has the ferns affected your life, Mr. Sir Columbo Kong Sauce?
They have given me extreme
powers. Oh, hair. Sorry, yeah.
Hair powers, so I can.
Are you Samson? Are you Samson, mate?
No, I am Gallapagus.
Oh, okay. Glad we got that cleared up. Now we can continue with the Studio Radio Studio podcast show. Hello, other humans. So now we are off the industry news because that was, grinding in the cerebral cortex and annoying. So now we are going to move on to another section of the show that we all remember. You all remember the section of the show called Sports Weekly. Sports Weekly.
Sports Weekly.
No. What was it? Was it Sports?
Sports.
I think it was Sports Weekly. Sports Weekly is going to be all about, you know, the spoon fork compilation in an object. So we have got some sporks in the studio today. Here's a spork. And yeah, you have a look at that. What can you say about that? Galactimon?
Is that magnet?
No, it's not a magnet, it's a spork. So when you're identifying as a spork, you got to make sure you get the right contrast between the spork and the spork and the malagnon. We got a spork in the studio today. Producer Steve, have a look at that. He's enjoying that spork. He is a good man.
Steve, what are you doing?
What? What is he doing? Steve, don't go on your phone. I'm trying to show you spork. We'll message him later. Oh, forget him. We've got a spork in the studio, everybody. Round of claps. And now we are going to go into another section of the show. I'm going to put the spork over here. Oh God, I've broken it. Steve,
we need a little spark in here.
Steve, he's not even listening. Alright, well, I'll put that down there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so now, on the next section of Studio Radio, Ravioli Man, we're going to have a guest. We've just been notified by no one that they have... Dongus, the police, that we have another guest actually coming in the studio. And this studio guest man is called Bandan Man, a local superhero that has been rescuing children and goats from collapsing houses and fires and stuff. So yes, we'd like to round of applause for Bandan Man.
Yeah, I'm Bandan Man. I rescue children from buildings, and I've found about 50 children's corpses, and I use them for fuel at the moment. But any of your viewers that are wishing to buy any children's corpses, I got like burnt charity ones. I found a goat as well, a goat that they'd ingested some sort of biscuit diarrhea shit, and he's so liquidy. So yeah, any of your viewers that want to buy some sort of chocolatey goat mess, yeah. So hook me up, yeah. I'll give Duct Tape Matt my number at the end of the show, and he can sort of direct you to my hotline. You know, like if you got a child that's sort of crispy, like hook me up, you know. So yeah, that's a good thing then. We've got Bandan in here in the studio. I can see a couple of bottles of banana bread beer. Yeah. So yeah, so now we're going to move on to, we're going to talk about live stories, the stories of people's lives, and likeums. Are you alright?
No.
Columbo's not good. So yeah, let's start with you then. So Columbo, or what was your name? Columbus? Columbo. Yeah, you're going to start with your life story. So please tell our viewers all about your pathetic life.
Well, I'm from America originally. And,
yeah, right.
And,
sorry. Keep going.
Fuck off. And,
Steve, on playback, can you, like, yeah, put that out. But yeah.
I on a daily basis, I solve mysteries.
Daily grind.
Like, if someone's been murdered, people will normally come to me to like.
Or Bandan Man, you know, like whatever you preference.
No, he just saves murders. I solve the murders. Like,
yeah, mate, like Bandan Man, what are you doing? You're taking away my customers.
No. If Bandan Man like fails to save someone,
I don't fail, mate.
Like, or if he couldn't make it because he was saving someone else, and like there was a murder.
Yeah, that's more realistic.
I'll be there to solve and work out who the murderer was.
Brilliant.
And, like, you know, and that's pretty much it. And I always work him out.
Has there ever been a time when you've purposely not figured it out?
No, because I'm like a good guy. So
Yeah, mate, I never do that. I never like leave someone to die in a building. And if they do, I'll collect their remains just for fun.
yeah, you see this
Yeah,
guy.
Columbo, go on.
Me and him are like both pros. So like,
Oh, shut up, mate. You're not a pro. I'm a pro. How long have you been saving goats for?
never saved goats, but it's mostly humans in my
Exactly.
profession.
Are you prejudiced or something, mate?
No, it's just normally if a goat gets
Oh,
murdered,
put that, man,
it's for
calm
meat.
down, calm down.
It's for eating. So people don't tend to go to me for goats. That's more of like another guy's job.
That's a good point there. Condom blows.
Columbo.
Combo. So yeah,
I deal drugs on Breaking Bad apparently as well.
Yeah, I never do the drugs, mate. What are you on about?
Well, no, that was just sarcasm.
I highly doubt it. Seeing your stature and the state of your cheek dimple. All right, calm down, banana man. Hey, not the banana man, mate. Calm down. Right, you're depressing me. I'm sorry, but your head is a little bit shaped like a banana. just saying. But yeah, so convent man or condom.
Columbo.
Columbo. You sound like you're doing a pretty decent job of protecting the community and all the not the goats. You're not doing goats. Protecting all the children's. And have you ever?
No, children is kind of more like
Bandan's
job.
Yes, my job, mate.
I'm more like
I project
adults.
children and goats. What do you even project, mate? You don't project goats.
Well,
so what you doing?
If an adult gets murdered and like
If Adolf,
yeah, I
you
thought you'd say
protecting
that.
Nazis now, mate.
Like sure, yeah.
I
whatever.
can't listen to this anymore, mate. I'm gonna go if he keeps being so racist.
Well, like if an adult gets
Calm
murdered,
down, banana man.
then
Hey,
I'll
not
be there
banana man, mate.
to work out.
Calm down.
You finished?
Yeah, he's good. I'll keep him in the box.
Thanks. Like, well, if an,
You're in the box, mate. Hey, shut up, mate. I'm in the fucking box. Just leave me alone.
what? Yeah,
I came here by choice. Yeah, you didn't invite me. I just
Okay.
turned up. All right, calm down, banana. Calm down. Continue your talking.
well, like if an adult gets murdered, then I'll work out who that murderer is, so the murderer can't strike again. But
Well,
sometimes
well,
he does, and that helps me get to who the murderer is. And like
Are you like that man of Hannibal?
not quite really, but like that's a cool TV series.
That was a cool
And,
TV
like,
series.
The films
I've
are
watched
great.
almost a whole episode of it.
That's a very good achievement. Like, yeah, I'm proud of that achievement.
Good.
I barely know you, but I'm proud of you.
What was that? Say it again.
I barely know you, but I'm proud of you.
I believe that is our phrase of the week. So let's, producer
Hey.
Steve, are you actually conscious? He is, right, say it again and we'll put some fancy music on it.
I barely know you, but I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man, look at that. Brilliant. So I can tell this show is already getting off to a good start. We've got a fight on show. That would be brilliant for later on. I have found a bottle, an empty bottle with a little bit of like piss or something in, of Bacardi Breezer. That's, no. There is actually a bottle of Wee Wee in the studio, distributed by one of our guests. I'm not going to name who. Like Andy McRee. What he does is up to him. But yeah, so let's move on to another section of the studio as we are almost reaching about 14 minutes into the. So if you're keeping time for like going out or whatever, it's 14 minutes now. So yeah, head off, get out. But yeah, so yeah, that's 14 minutes.
Don't
so,
go. We want you to listen. What?
We don't need. No, you can't. Like,
What do we want them to listen?
In the modern day and age, you can't force people to listen because that's against health and safety.
Yeah, but,
Listing
like,
what?
we don't want them
Christine
to
what?
leave,
Shopping lists?
Let's have a new section of the studio radio.
Wait.
No, Columbo, you finish your mysteries.
No. What about
Christmas
Galactus' life stories?
Oh, good morning. Sorry. Galactus. That's it. Galactus' life stories. We're gonna have a hearing. I can't talk. We're gonna have a hearing about Galactus' life stories now. Go.
I was born as a family child in a
No. You Columbo.
No.
Oh God. Oh, everything fine.
Get a drink.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I was born as a family man in a north-south shack, and my mother used to enforce that I would be trapped in barrels and rolled down hills. She used to say, and I'd like you to pay attention to this.
Oh, we'll pay attention. Oh, Banana Man, you pay attention. Yeah, pay attention there. Just let him talk. Just let him talk. You keep interrupting and we're not getting anywhere.
Excuse me, I'd like to
I'm
speak.
sorry, mate. I will let him talk now. I'll actually let him speak.
Yeah,
Good.
Duct Tape Matt, what's your problem?
Just let him
Let him
talk.
talk.
Duct Tape Matt, Jesus Christ, I'm not even buying a t-shirt. Oh yeah, t-shirts will be available on sale. Just let him talk, mate.
I'm trying to talk. Will you be quiet?
Quiet.
Banana Man?
Wait a minute. Duct Tape Matt, just let him talk, mate.
Yeah, let him
Just
talk,
let him
man.
talk. Why are you interrupting? I will let him talk now. Go ahead, talk. Go talk now.
She used
Good
to
mate, you're actually letting him talk. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, let him talk.
Go on.
God damn it.
Where's
She
your nails?
used to say, a rolling stone gathers no moss, but, and this is the clever part, a rolling child in a barrel gathers the most, as in like most, but
Was that like your job then? You're a moths gatherer in barrels.
yes, as a child,
Was that your
was
first enterprise?
That was my profession. I made a business out of it.
Did you build this studio out of moths?
You fool.
No, I built the studio, not out of moss, but on this occasion, out of moths.
Moths! That's why we got one up there
God,
then,
shit.
isn't it? Well, it appears that studio radio man's producer Steve is motioning. You know, are you calling me a wanker or what? I think it means guest. Yeah, guest. Here is, there's another guest we have in our studio today. This guest is called Gamwai Sanji, and he is a short person. We can't say midget because that's like PC. You know.
With hairy feet.
Yeah, so here's the midget, Gamwai Sanji. So, would you like to introduce yourself, Gamwai? Yeah, you.
Oh, am I Gamwise Sanji? Well, hello, Mr. Frodo. Is your name No, it's Mr. Duct Tape Matt, isn't
Mr.
it?
Duct Tape Matt is my name.
I'll follow you to Mordor if you want, Mr. Duct Tape Matt.
Well,
Samantha Gangrene, what do you speak of?
Gamwise, what? My name isn't Samantha Gangrene, it's Gamwise Sanji.
Anyway, yeah, so we have another guest in the studio, and I believe that we're going to have, that Mr. Producer Steve has created a short quiz. Now we have everyone in the gam.
But where's Mr. Dorfro?
Who?
Mr. Dorfro.
Mr. Dorfro is.
He's got to throw the ring into the fires of Mordor.
Oh, wait.
Does Mr. Dorfro have an afro shaped like a door?
Steve,
not the last time I checked, it was kind of more like
Steve.
oval shaped.
When is Dorfro getting here?
Why am I opening them?
Just call him Steve.
Dorfro!
I would.
No.
I would perform unless Dorfro is here.
Producer Steve, call him on the phone.
Mr. Dorfro.
Oh, there he is. Alright, Dorfro.
Dorfro's here.
Get in here, Dorfro.
Have you thrown the ring in the fires of Dorfro yet?
He's just got here. Leave questions.
Dormore.
Dorfro, how are you doing this fine? Whatever time it is, there's no windows here, so I don't know. But no, Dorfro. So how are you?
I am very good, I'd like to say. I'm glad to be here. It's been a while since I got here, but I'm glad.
Hello, Mr. Dorfro.
Hello, Mr.
Remember me from our expedition to Dormore?
The archaeological expedition.
Where you had to throw the rings in the fires of
Your
Dormore.
name was...
No, you have to throw your ring into like another person.
No, that's like the truck stop thing.
Oh, sure. Right, so yeah, now Producer Steve, we have everybody here. So, could you give me the questions? I'll go and get the questions.
I would like to say while he's away, if anybody has a spare wedding ring, or a wedding ring they usually wear, I will buy it off them and throw it into a fire.
Steve, calm down!
Destroy the evil of Diddlebirth.
Destroy the evil of marriage. That is my aim.
especially of the gay kind.
I have got the I've got the questions here for our guests.
Stay tuned.
So yes, question 1 of our quiz for Bandan, Gamway Sanji.
Bandan here still, Bandan still here.
Oh, he's in the box. Oh no, I've left him in the.
No, I think we should keep him in the box because he's being really aggressive to me. So, like, you know,
He's being,
I don't like his attitude.
he's being a little bit personalist, so we're gonna have to leave him in the box. So we've got Dorfro, we've got Pangong, Gallapagus,
Galactus.
and Galactus, and we've got
Columbo.
and we've got
Gamway
Sanji
Sanji.
and Frodo. It is getting a little bit cross.
Dorfro.
Dorfro. I said Dorfro like 3
said
times. Frodo. Right, we've got. It's getting a little bit claustrophobic.
Chocolate
It's just like,
Frodo.
just quiet, please. It's getting a little bit claustrophobic in the Columbo studio. So we're going to start our quiz now. So
Claustrophobic. Is that like Jesus or something?
that's Christophobic.
No, like.
Yeah.
The crucifixion, he'd be claustrophobic.
Crucifixionobic. Yeah, that is how it is getting him here. So let's start with question 1 of our quiz. Question 1 of the quiz. I am Duct Tape Matt and I am gonna duct tape like my master when I get round to it. So question 1 of the quiz is, for the quiz, how many millimeters in a litre?
Well, that's not like the standard unit of measurement.
There are 6 millipedes in a litre.
I think it'd be about a million.
Correct, there's 6 millipedes in a metre. That is
Fuck this show. This is wrong.
Well,
They didn't say
well,
you,
well
that's
just
fine.
wait for question 2. You
I'm
might get
sorry.
one right. You have to complain.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm
question
really competitive.
question 2. What is that?
What is what?
It's some blue tarpaulin sort of stuff.
Correct. It's complete
With
tarpaulin.
with like the pride flag on it.
Gay pride flag on it.
Oh, wait, you don't condone that kind of stuff here, do
We
you?
must destroy the evil of marriage.
Well, Mordor isn't
gay
here.
marriage.
Where are the Dementors? Not here. Right, so our final question of the Studio Radio quiz, number 2 from producer Steve, because he felt bored in his lunch break. So yeah, question 3, our final question. Steve, how could you not think more 3 questions? Yeah, like that sign is not good. Not good. So yeah, so question 3, our final question, because producer Steve was a lazy dick. Oi, don't shout at me, I can't hear you. No one can hear you, mate. Go back to the sliders. Good. So yeah, so question 3. How much would you expect to pay for a new TV?
Well, it depends what kind of TV you want, really.
Good one.
What kind of TV?
The VT TV.
Those are around like $300 to like
Oi,
200 pounds.
We're in England, mate.
Yes,
We do that in pounds.
Yeah, I'd say like around 200 pounds.
I'm not sure I'm a fan of the Technovision, and so I would prefer.
You don't watch TV?
I would prefer.
Do you, that mean you miss Luscious Lips monthly on telly? And the Chick Plot show.
I'm a big fan of the Chip Plot show, actually.
Yeah, it don't exist. You're a liar, mate. How about Great Value?
Trick question of the day.
What about Price Drop TV?
Oh, yeah. I actually got a few bikes from that show once.
Are you a thief?
No, I don't know,
is
they
the
might
price
be.
and
So
where
I might
it's
be
been
handling
broken?
stolen goods, but, you know,
Good. We like to keep the
stolen goods.
the crime economy up. So, what are you saying, Mr. Galacticus?
I'm not a fan of the Technovision goggles, and so I would prefer.
We're talking about television.
Oh,
You know what you want about.
well, in terms of the telephone, I would prefer to use the product of a radio.
Brilliant. Brilliant. That is the perfect round off because we are out of actual seconds now.
Is the actual
we are running out
answer
of
a 10?
No, we're running out of seconds now. So I would like
We
to
don't know
say
the answer.
that we know the answer. We know. Me and Steve know the answer. So you don't have to worry about it. So yeah. So we know that the supreme product of listening is actually, say it all with me, the radio. Don't test me, I will shank you. So yeah, we know the supreme product is the radio.
I'll solve the murder.
So, yeah, you will. So, yeah. So the supreme product is the radio. Just let me say the script. There is no script. Let me say that the supreme product is the radio. So now you know that the studio radio is top quality tat that you can listen to with your ears, and it'll come to you weekly. Hopefully from now on, seeing as our producer, Mr. Gallapagus Nachos on a Stick Island Man, is here, and he will provide the building for us to record studio radio podcast every week from now on until we're all dead. So yeah, it's studio radio. I'd like to say goodbye from our guest number 1. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Guest number me, goodbye. Guest number you, bye. Gamwise Sanji, wherever you are, there.
Goodbye, Mr. Fro. Dorfro.
And Dorfro. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And now, especially, I'm going to let the Bandan out of the goodbye. Right, mate, goodbye. Yeah, I'd like to say goodbye to all the children. I'll say, yeah, we're time like an
I thought he would have suffocated.
Oh, we're saying goodbye now. So we're going to have Mr. Geology Man sitting down having this show. Do you want to come out? Come out, you dick!
Hello! Say goodbye, because I've had a good time hiding underneath here with Jack, because Jack has been a very nice man. He's fixed up my internet cable so I can connect you on Bluetooth now.
Well, good, that's, we've got him as well. And then a final goodbye from me. Bye!